Okay. So hi, my name is Cristal. I'm 32 years. I'm originally from Claxton, Trinidad, and I'm married now in Rio Claro. It's a 10-year journey that we have. So my husband and I have been married for June this year will be 10 years. It'll be our 10th anniversary. And basically we started trying as soon as we got married. So we got married at early 22, 23. A few years passed after that when we realized that okay, something probably is wrong. We should, go checking around. So we started with basic visits at, gynecologists, different places in the country itself. 4 years into our journey, we got transferred to a local clinic in Trinidad, where my husband was diagnosed with a male factor infertility. On the other hand, everything was okay with me. I had no issues. From there, we moved forward and we did our first IUI, which failed, unfortunately. So this was back in 2013. After which we was told that it doesn't make any sense moving forward with another IUI. We should move forward with IVF at the local clinic. So we did our cycle. Our cycle was actually really promising. We had a lot of follicles. Unfortunately, that didn't work as well. So we took some time off because by then we were mentally drained. 2018 of August, we decided to do our last frozen transfer. And unfortunately, it didn't hold again. Honestly speaking, we were just ready to give up. Unexpectedly, I saw that BFC was holding a seminar in Trinidad. So I told my husband, we're mud deep already, let's just go and see what would happen. So we went to the seminar. Immediately from walking in, I felt a difference. I had lost that feeling, sorry to say, from previous clinics with that warmth that you feel and that personal comfort, knowing that, okay, you are going through this, you are spending this amount of money and that comfort. I don't know if it was a sign from God or what it was, but we met one of our previous nurses, which we had at the local clinic, Nurse Jennifer. At that point, she honestly, she helped me, and I was fresh out of getting a negative result. And she just cried with me. She actually held me and tell me it's okay. And that meant so much. And she told me, I can offer you a free consultation. Just hear what we have to say. After wanting to just give up, I'm comfortable knowing that I'm in good people's hand. In Trini slang, I'm taken care of then. We are looking, once we have results from there, to do IVF in June. We decided to make this trip worth it because we know for a fact that after this is going to be 3 or 4 of us, because we did 2 embryo transfers and we are hoping and praying that we have twins. I have this feeling in my gut that they're here with me, they're here. And I mean, I know that I'm going to look back on this and laugh at myself because I'll probably be tired or worn off. But that's my happiness. That's my happiness to have, to have that moment. I've waited for it for my whole life. And I know that the anxiousness that I feel now will slowly deteriorate into happiness. And that's all that I can expect to come in the future is happiness. We are close to the finishing line. Life has been amazing. It's been definitely a trip, I would say. From leaving Barbados, it has been so amazing. Everything has changed. I've grown quite a bit, but it's all worth it. My tummy and everything coming in, it's all worth it. It's a really happy time in our life, and we are enjoying every single moment. Oh, that's the other exciting news. We're actually pregnant with twins. Seeing 2 perfect lines at 7 days past transfer, I lost it, man. I was so happy. I cried all my happiness. I cried. We cried together. We gave thanks together. And we just sat there in that moment, you know, like basking in that glory. Man, the excitement that we got. I walked with my tests from Barbados, where I actually had the positive lines. And when I gave my mom that and my grandma, they fell down in tears with happiness. They fell down in tears. There, my father-in-law laughed so much until he became red. He literally became red with happiness, just laughing. I wouldn't say I wouldn't change anything, but I'm thankful for how it happened. Starting off with fertility, not knowing anything at all and not knowing where you would go, because I mean, living in Trinidad is really a hush-hush situation. It's something that you don't really say much about because people look at you at, you know, it's a shameful thing, which is so wrong. So looking back at that and where we are right now, I'm actually grateful for having this experience. They have this old wives' tale of the longer you wait for something, you would appreciate it more. I think that is our situation right now. And you know, having been at the local fertility center for 5 years and, you know, experiencing turmoil and sadness and anger and, you know, everything except happiness year after year, experiencing the same thing for 5 years, being at that clinic. The only thing that we got was disappointment upon disappointment. I would recommend Barbados 100 times to anyone that tells me that they are doing fertility. I would recommend Barbados Fertility Clinic. This is where we got our happy ending. This is where we were promised that we were getting results, and we actually got results with it. And to have people treat you like family, that warmth that you get from these nurses and all these consultants. I've had Dr. Corona hug me and help me and said that everything is going to be okay, and so said, so done. If you had told me that September of 2018, that October of 2019, I would have been, you know, getting a positive pregnancy test, I would have looked you in the eye and tell you you're crazy, because I was in a hot mess. I was emotionally drained. I would totally stand up all the way with Barbados Fertility Clinic.